Are you tired of the crap on your weight loss journey? Are you tired of the mess you're making of it? Yeah, me too. So let's talk about it. I am tired of my own mess. I get rolling good, and then I always do something to screw myself over. Nobody's doing it to me. Nobody put me in this mess. Nobody's keeping me in this mess, and nobody's gonna get me out. Y'all better know that. Ain't nobody gonna get you out. You gotta get it done yourself. Last week I lost, what was it, 5 pounds? I wasn't expecting that. That was a good loss. Half the time when I have a really good loss, the next week I'll gain. And I think I know why. Because I get comfortable. I rest on the laurels of that 5 pounds. So I weigh in Thursday morning, I lose 5 pounds. By Thursday evening, I took a few liberties with some of my foods that I probably shouldn't have taken. No, that I know I shouldn't have taken. Then Friday comes and I do okay. Well, then here comes Saturday. We didn't get a biscuit, so that was good. I told him, no, let's don't do that. But then I prepped. I ate my breakfast prep. I did do that. And then I ate something for lunch. I didn't go out to eat. I didn't do that because I didn't go out. I had one errand to run for David, but I didn't go out to eat. I didn't drive to nowhere while I was out, but I come home and I ate some stuff. And part of what I ate Thursday, I think it was, I went to the store and I picked up some cookies. I know good and well not to buy the flipping cookies, but I wanted the cookies. I was feeling like the Cookie Monster. And I got in the car and I started eating them before I got home. I had done eat like 3 cookies. Just the fudge covered cookie, graham cookies, you know. Well, I put them back in their little thing, set them over there for Sebastian. And if I said I didn't go back to them, that'd be a big fat lie, because I did. I ate too much. The rest of the time, I've eaten between meals when I shouldn't have. I've gone back for seconds after my initial, I'm full, happens, and it like drops. I guess that's what it does. And then I'm like, I got room for more. I feel fine. Was I hungry? No. I just wanted it. So I've done that ever since Thursday. So this morning, I said, get on the scales. Because I hadn't on the scales since Thursday. I'm doing really good in that department. Not thinking I have to weigh every day. Well, I started getting in the shower and I'm like, while you're, unclothed, just jump on the scales. See how bad you've done yourself this weekend. Well, as of today, I'm up 2 pounds since Thursday. 2 pounds since Thursday. Am I happy about that? No. Do I think I'm going to get it off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday before I weigh in Thursday morning? I don't know. I mean, I can try. But whether I do or not, that's on me. That's my bad. You see what I'm saying? And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of not just sticking with it. And I just think, I don't know, there are people out there, and some of y'all that are watching don't get it because you're not that person. You're that person who does stick with it, who stays on plan, who is diligent, who is dedicated. And I applaud you. But then there's some of you watching who are like me. You're dedicated, but you're lax. Y'all know what I mean? I mean, you're dedicated. You really want to lose that weight, but you're just lax about it. You don't like dig in hard. That's my problem. I take it seriously, but I don't put it into practice. Does that make sense? I know I'm making sense to some people out there because we want it. Our wives are the same. Our wives are no less important to us. Our health is no less important to us. The goals we have set are no less important to us, but there's just something about us that does not stay true to our path. We veer off for whatever reason. There's 1,000 reasons we could veer off. I don't know, 1,000, but maybe, I don't know. A bug crossed my path. Oh, I had to veer off. I mean, we can think of anything. Can we not? I know I can. If I really, really want something, I can justify it to the end. I am a justification kind of gal. I don't know about y'all, but I can talk myself into or out of anything. Oh, Lord, it feels like I got something goomer on my back. Ooh. Hold on to the truck. Cover up my... So I'm tired of it. Another thing I'm tired of is not doing my exercise. So y'all hear him, I tell you, these Southern boys in their trucks, they just love them things. Oh my gosh. Okay, before we talk any further, I've got to tell you, listen. Holly sent me and RJ and hers in the chat. She sends the chat. She goes, after countless days of sitting at the end of the driveway, because they have a big, long driveway through the field. Field on one side, woods on the other. She said, a truck finally blew his horn and revved his engine at Jacob. See, Jacob, he stands out there and he'll do that. That's the truck, sign for truck, and he'll do that. But she said he's been waving. She says she told him, pump your arm. I mean, he does it. When he sees Papa, he pumps his arm because Papa drives the truck. And when Papa's out there mowing, he pumps his arm because that's a truck vehicle to him, I guess. So she was trying to tell him, pump your arm. Well, he stands out there and waves. And finally, she said, somebody blew their horn at him. And I said, that probably excited him. She said, oh yeah, that excited him. I said, well, you're going to spend countless more days out there now, right? So I just thought that was so cute. When I was mentioning Southern boys in their trucks, I thought I'd let you know, because that was some sweet boy, young, old, I don't know, I don't care, but he saw a little boy and made his day, and that was sweet. So I'm also tired of my not exercising. I was doing good there for, just a hot minute. So I was telling you on my way in that me and Tracy had talked about it briefly, and I said maybe we're going to need to be, accountability partners. And so I told her, I said, well, I was mentioning on my way in that maybe we need to do this for our exercise, because she exercises and she needs motivation and accountability to keep at it as well as I do. So I told her, I said, I've never done this. I've never had an actual accountability partner, one that you say, okay, you are my accountability partner, that you put it in writing. We didn't put it in writing, but you know what I'm saying? You actually say that, not like telling somebody, oh, I did good today. No, somebody that you are accountable to. And I told her, I said, how does it work? She said, well, you exercise, you do what you're supposed to, and you let the other one know. And if they don't, you call them out on it. I'm like, okay. So this morning, I told her, she asked me to have any rest days. I said, well, I don't exercise on Saturday or Sunday. David's home. Now, Saturday morning I could, because he doesn't come in till after I could do it. But I pray it, and so I just don't. I don't think I've ever exercised on Saturday or Sunday. So I go Monday through Friday. That's my 5 days. I think 5 days is good. Excuse me for slurring. Well, I got up this morning And I've been here puttering around, and it dawned on me, well, David's home this morning because he works Monday nights, not Monday mornings. So I can't go in there and bird just flew right on by. I was trying to see if it was one of them mean old bluebirds. I can't see him went up in the limbs. I can't blare my music and dance. I can do my dance along gal. Dance along gal. Go check her out. She has some health issues. She's not been on there in a long time. She had cancer. And I wish I knew how to get in touch with her. I don't know if I left a comment on her last video, if she would get it or not, but you really need to keep her and her family in your thoughts and prayers. I said, well, I can do that. So I shut my craft room door, I put my YouTube on, and I did it. I got 15 minutes. That is more than I thought I would have done. I mean, I've got a half hour. I've got to work myself back up because I can't do it right out the gate. I just can't. And so I messaged. Now, she's an hour behind me, so she's not up by the time I message her. But that's our agreement. When I do mine, I'll message her, and then she'll do hers and let me know. And then if we don't, then we bust the other one's chops. And I'm going to tell you what, I did not realize how much it would work until this morning, because I was like, oh my gosh, I do not want to exercise. And then I was like, oh, but yes you do, because you have to tell Tracy I didn't exercise, and then you have to hear Tracy fuss at you, and you don't want to get fussed at, and you don't want to let her down. That's probably a bigger part of it than getting fussed at. It's letting her down, disappointing her. So I think this exercise accountability is going to work. Now, here's the thing. I film my what I eat in a day videos for accountability, but I can either film them or not film them. So like I can start filming them, eat a cookie and quit filming, or I can just forget to take pictures and not film and still eat good the rest of the day. It can go either way. So that's not really as good of accountability as an actual human being. So I might see if she wants to send pictures of our food back and forth, or say, well, it'd be easier just to show, because then you could see quantities, because it's maybe not always with me at a time. It's not always quality of food, because I eat, quality food most of the time. It's quantity. So I would have to eat, show her, oh, look, I ate this little bit. Half hour later, look, I ate just a little bit more. And keep having to show her. If I eat a cookie, then I'm going to have to tell her, I ate a cookie, So I think an actual person on the other end, instead of just an open-ended, I feel like making a video, I don't feel like making a video, is probably something more accountable, for lack of a better word. Now, mindset. There's another one. I'm tired of the bull hockey. My mind plays on myself. This whole justifying is for the birds, for these birds right out here. I've got to not say, well, I'm tired and I don't have anything prepped, because there are days, I have my meal prep, which, by the way, let me tell you, those sausages and green beans are delicious. had my first one yesterday, and it was so flavorful. Oh my gosh, I want it again. I already want it again. I hadn't even finished up my week. But you know, there are days that I don't have meal prep because I don't meal prep for 7 days. It's usually 4 or 5 days, sometimes 6. This week it turned out to be 6. So on those days I don't have anything prepped, my mind can say, well, you're tired. That ain't gonna hurt you. Go on, eat it, girl. Go on, eat it. And guess what? I'll go on, eat it. Ain't no sense in that malarkey. There ain't no sense in it. There ain't no sense in falling for my own devices. You hear me? There ain't no sense in the little hussy who says, go on and eat it. Has to be the winner. Miss Thing over here, Miss Groove Thing, she can be the one to say, no, we got our groove thing on, and we're not listening to her. So I gotta stop that nonsense. Y'all got the nonsense going? Tell me, what do you do to stop the nonsense? Well, with the cookies, what you do is you don't buy the daggum cookies. You know, I ain't bought cookies, and I couldn't tell you, I honest to goodness could not tell you when. And why I wanted cookies that day is beyond me. It's just beyond me. I had to have them or else. Who knows when I'll buy another cookie. I've not eaten them anymore. I've not touched them anymore. They're sitting in there for Sebastian. And he was here yesterday with RJ. RJ come by the yard. And so he was here. I had bought him some donuts, so he ate donuts and watched his shows and played his game, blowed bubbles. So I did get to see him. I don't know what day he's coming back this week. Next weekend, he is spending the weekend with Auntie Holly, and he's excited about that. So that ought to be fun for him. And why I've been thinking he's going back in July is beyond me. He's going back in August. August the 20th, I think it is. So I urge you, if you are tired of so let's get back on the choo-choo train, the one that's going down the middle track, not the one that veers off or the one that jumps the track. We don't want that one. We want the one, if we have to be an accountability partner with somebody, let's do that. Maybe if you want an accountability partner, maybe you can comment it below and say, does anybody here want to be my accountability partner? Of course, you will have to give either your email or your Facebook Messenger or your phone number for texting. So, I mean, that's up to you if you want to do that. That would be your call if you feel comfortable with that or not. I think I'm going to put it in my Facebook group too, if anybody wants to pair off and have an accountability partner. Now, I don't think I can have more than one because I won't keep up with it. So if Tracy doesn't want to do it, then I'll, find somebody that does. So, I guess that's all we're going to talk about today is let's get over ourselves. Let's just get over ourselves. I mean, we got something to do, so let's flip and do it. Let's quit being such big babies about it. You see what I'm saying? Quit being a baby. That's me. You're being a baby. Grow up. Just grow up and do it. And I'm talking to me. don't sit around and whine about it, because I'm going to tell you what, I can whine about having to do this weight loss journey, but you know what? I've already said it one time in this video, and let me say it really, really loud. Nobody got me into this mess but me. Nobody held me down. Nobody force-fed me. I have always had the ability to say one of the biggest words in the English language. No. There are times we need to say no to, like, social obligations. Some of us overextend ourselves. There are times we need to say probably no to some familial situations. There are times we need to say no to some dangerous situations. There's all kind of times the word no is the proper response. And one of those ways is our weight loss journey. I want cookies. No. Are those cookies going to get you where you need to be? No. There it is again. Then why are you going to eat them? I don't know. Then don't eat them. Okay, that's the grown-up thing to do. The baby thing to do is to whine and moan and cry until you get your way. Okay, I justified it. I don't feel good. I want the cookies. Eat the cookies. Mom. Okay, then you feel bad because you're like, oh my gosh, I ate the cookies. I shouldn't have ate the cookies. And too late then. Almost 400 pounds of cookies later. And what? I mean, you know what I'm saying? So let's just stop. Let's stop with the cookies. I am sick of, that was my cousin. I ain't gonna cuss. I don't want to get a strike. You know, when you have vulgar language, you have to answer a question on YouTube. Does your video have this, or this? And one of them is offensive language. And so if you have offensive language, they give you certain words you can say. I'm not going to say them, but there are certain curse words you can say on your videos. They allow you a certain amount. Like hot dogs, they allow a certain amount of roasted hairs. YouTube allows a certain amount of cuss words. I'm not going to say them because the ones I want to say ain't allowed. But if you're tired of it like I'm tired of it, then snap out of it. And I hate the saying, put your big girl panties on. I don't know why. I absolutely hate that saying. But I guess we could say put your big girl mindset on, because we are babies. We are babies about it. Babies cry until they get their way. So we justify until we get our way. Well, that's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. Do we know how silly we sound? That we are a grown-up who can't look at food and just tell it no? Yes, food addiction is real. You think I don't have it? I have it. And I have an addictive gene because I come from an addictive bloodline. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I have told y'all before, I have been addicted to something at every stage of my life, except for when I was a child. From every stage of my life, there has been an addiction. And it transfers from one thing to the next. The thing that I have been addicted to the longest is food. And that is the addiction that's not gone away. It stays there, either in the forefront or in the background, all the time. But here's the thing. The other things I was addicted to, I was able to say no to. So I should be able to say no to food. So what if we got to eat food to live? We don't have to eat. I started saying that kind of food to live. We need healthy, nourishing food to live. We don't need chocolate cake to live. Now, to enjoy ourselves, because I do think we have taste buds, not just to taste, okay, that's poison or that's bad. Loud truck, hold on. What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh, I believe we not only have taste buds to taste the things that are harmful to us, or else we wouldn't have taste buds that detect the delicious foods. I think we were given taste buds to enjoy our food, but if we are on a weight loss journey, we don't have to enjoy it to excess, and we don't have to enjoy it every single day of our life. That is ridiculous. That there is no, you show me. If you can pull up a article that says scientific fact says that we must enjoy a treat if our go-to treat is salty, or if our savory, or if our go-to sweet is sugary or fatty, something that's not conducive to a weight loss journey. If you can show me an article that says every day you must have a treat that is not conducive to your weight loss journey to survive, then I'll read it. I will consider the findings and I will read it. But until then, no. We do not need a treat every day. We do not need a treat to enjoy our lives. For today, to enjoy my life, I do not need to go in there and make a cake. I do not need to go get a cheeseburger, which I don't like cheese on my hamburgers anyway, so that don't entice me. Of course, I tell you what, some days I think I can eat cheese on a hamburger, on a cheeseburger. I don't know, cheese takes away from the taste of the burger to me. Just like tomatoes. I don't eat tomatoes on a hamburger because it takes away the taste of the beef. It waters it down. The only sandwich I like a tomato on is a BLT or a plain old mayo sandwich. That's it. Which, why you care? So, yeah. You don't need treats to survive. You need good food to survive. Now, everything I eat ain't healthy. But everything I eat ain't a treat. Just because it's healthy don't mean it's a treat. It's just I take help from the grocery store. I take shortcuts from the grocery store. I don't mind doing that. But that don't mean I'm eating a treat or going off my plan by doing that. So, I encourage you, if you are tired of the malarkey that's going on in your weight loss journey, to do something about it. I've done something about my exercise. I've got an accountability partner. And I'm going to find out if she wants to be a food accountability partner as well. Another thing I got to do is I got to drink water. I'm not going to get an accountability partner for every single thing I do in my life. Drinking water, or, tracking my food or whatever. I can do that myself. I've got to learn to do some things myself. Some things we have to stand on our own 2 feet, right? Everything we don't have to be propped up for. We just don't. I'm choosing not to be propped up for water. I can drink my water or not drink my water. That's my choice. And I was reading this this going on with my mouth, this feeling. I keep thinking if it's ozempic, when it started kicking in, when it started acting up. But it says some of your tongue problems come from dehydration. And I can fully understand that because I know I've been dehydrated for weeks. I am not drinking my water as I should. And I'm saying weeks. That's no exaggeration. So I'm gonna really get good on that with myself. I'm not gonna make a pact with myself like, you know, this cup of coffee. You can't have another one until you drink a quart of water. That ain't gonna work. Cause I just know it ain't gonna work. Listen, you got to be a big girl, but some things you just know. That kind of contradicts itself. Be a big girl and drink your damn water. That's what I should do. Just be. Don't get no more coffee till you drink your water, or at least not a quart of water. One of my big, tumblers, whatever you call them, full. I think I can do that. I think I can do that. Plus, this thing with my tongue, it makes my coffee taste weird. Sometimes I can't even finish a cup because it tastes so weird on my tongue. I can't describe like how it's feeling right now. The whole outside of my tongue and inside my lips. You know what it kind of feels like? You know how if you have a chip that's too salty and you got that feeling, I feel like I've been licking on a salt lick or something. And so it makes my coffee taste funny. It makes food taste funny. So, well, there's that. You think of food tasting funny? Here's the thing. Don't count on something like that because my mama, 10 years ago, lost her smell. She got sick, lost her smell. In the decades before COVID ever come along and made you lose your smell, she got sick, real bad sick. And when she did, she lost her smell. When she lost her smell, she lost her taste. I told her one time, I said, well, I guess that make it, because she used to be heavier. She was never big like me, but she was heavier. She's tiny now. She's lost down to almost skin and bones. I said, well, that ought to make it easier to not eat if you can't taste your food. She says, no, it makes it harder because I keep eating stuff trying to taste it. In my mind, I do taste it, but I want to taste it in my mouth, so I just keep finding things, and maybe that's going to be the thing I taste. So that made it harder. So, yeah, don't think that this funny taste in my mouth makes it any easier to not eat food because I'll just look for, like a cookie. I'll look for something that does taste good. Maybe that's what it was that day. Maybe I just needed to taste some food that I could taste that tasted good, that didn't make my mouth feel weird. Like the flavor of food and the texture of food, like chicken, the weird relationship I got going on with chicken now. I don't know if it's so much the taste of chicken as it is the texture of chicken. That turkey was fine. I ate that turkey just fine. Maybe it is the taste of chicken. And turkey tastes stronger than chicken. But I don't know. But I feel like I could eat a piece of dark meat chicken. Maybe it's just chicken breast I'm sick of. Could be that. Because I'm going to tell you what. When you are on a weight loss journey, you can eat so many chicken breasts, you're going to just sprout feathers and start clucking around the front yard, pecking for worms. You hear what I'm telling you? So anyway, I get... That's how I feel about this. So, if you're tired of the mess, let's do something about it. Let's resolve to do something about it. Let's don't put it off until we get to the point to where I was 5 years ago, pushing 400 pounds, and how I got there, it's like, I don't know. I just woke up and I'm like, oh my gosh. But like I didn't see it coming on. Well, let's stop and see it children. I'm not calling y'all children, that sounds like. Let's just stop and see what we're doing. Let's take a good, hard look at ourselves. Let's don't be me and wake up one day and say, oh my gosh almighty, how did you get there? I don't know. And then you look back on it and you know how you got there. This, that, and the other. Let's look at ourselves. Let's feel our clothes. Let's get in front of a mirror. Ooh, I don't like getting in front of a mirror now. I've lost 120 pounds, whatever, 120, whatever. Well, if I gain, I don't know. Still it's 120 pounds, 120 something. And ooh, things is jiggly and saggy. I don't like it at all. I don't like the way a saggy, jiggly body feels. But I don't like the way a big, hard, plump body feels either. You know how hard your belly gets when you're fat? I can say fat because I am fat and I was fat and I can say fat. If you're not fat, don't call me fat. But, well, if you are fat, don't call me fat. But I ain't calling you fat, call me fat. No, I'm just rambling. Let's do something about this. Let's do something about it. Take a hard look at yourself. Evaluate everything you're doing. If you got to sit down and write it on a piece of paper, evaluate every single thing you're doing to lose the weight or to not lose the weight. Write down what you're doing that makes you not lose it. Ways you are just making it harder on yourself. Things you're not doing that you should be doing. Things that you're doing that you should not be doing. So let's get this show on the road, shall we? Okay, well that's all I want to talk about today. Is if you're tired of it, let's do something, and we won't have to be tired of it. So I'm not playing hot cold. Oh, I'm hot. Oh, I'm cold. Oh, I'm hot. Oh, I'm cold. Because that extreme. That no. I get kind of lukewarm, I guess you could say. Like last week, I lost 5 pounds, but I was not on fire all week. I sure was not. My weekends are when I'm not. During the week, I do good. The weekends, not so much. So anyway, let me hush up. So that's it. Get your act together. I'm gonna get mine together. Okay. Well, you know what I say. I'll see you when I see you.